I believe in just a few minutes we're going to hear the association president. Let's go now to the podium. The Carlyle Bethel Association president will be delivering his speech.
There was no way that I could come on this stage alone without the people who made it possible for me to be on the stage. So I had to bring my Torchbearers family up on stage with me. We can fix the mic with this. You can fix the mic. You coming now? You keep talking, DJ? Okay. On behalf of the Torchbearers Youth Association, a family that I have grown to love, I say thank you. It is indeed an honor to address you this evening. I cannot help but feel a sense of pride, joy, thankfulness whenever I get an opportunity to speak on behalf of this great party, the Free National Movement. But I want to talk to you a little bit about politics. Gotta fix the mic, man, DJ. DJ, fix the mic. I want to talk to you a little bit about politics. You see, I grew up in politics my entire life, so I know a thing or two about it. What I ain't experienced myself, what I ain't seen, what I ain't seen, I hear, what I ain't hear, I read about somewhere. So I know one or two things about it. And the bad governance that we experienced under the last PLP administration had many negative effects on our country. One was that it fueled a cynicism amongst young people. Scandals, public money unaccounted for, corruption were the order of the day under the Christie Davis administration. Many young people in the Bahamas, as a result, lost confidence in the political process. They have a very negative view of politics. And instead of engaging the system, they choose to avoid it because they feel that no matter what they do or say, or no matter who's in power, ain't nothing gonna happen. But I say to young people, politics is not the problem. What we must do is stand with political organizations with proven track records of accountability, with proven track records of service to the people, and reject those who betray the public's trust. Fire! 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 Torchbearers, the PLP does not hide its mindset. On May 14th, 2017, Fred Mitchell, the chairman of the Progressive Liberal Party, said, and I quote, said, "Politics is not a crying game. It is a competition for power. Power is the only fact. They have it, and we want it." That's a direct quote. They are hungry for power. They are entrenched in their ways. PLP governments have all ended the same way, in scandal and harm to the reputation of the Bahamas. Greed and self-interest always takes over on that side. Our party, the FNM, is an open organization. Our leader embraces democracy. He's not afraid of contests. He does not tell members of his party who can and cannot run for opposition, or who can and cannot challenge his people. That's what they do. Here in the FNM, you can serve, you can participate, and you can grow. They do not welcome the contributions of the next generation as the FNM does.
I like it hot. Oh, I like it hot.
That's why they refer to young people as rookies who can't do anything for anyone. That's another quote. You see, Leslie Miller was only saying publicly what everyone in the PLP says privately. Say it one more time. They do not welcome the contributions of the next generation. That's why they refer to young people as rookies who cannot do anything for anyone. Leslie Miller was only saying publicly what everyone in the PLP says privately.
I like it hot. Oh, I like it
the
hot.
FNM The FNM has a proven track record with young people. From 1972, in forming the Torchbearers Youth Association, this country's first and most active political youth organization, to building leaders in all spheres of society. Former Torchbearers President, Party Leader, Member of Parliament and Minister, the Honorable Tommy Turnquest. Senator, the Honorable Kwesi Thompson. Deputy Speaker of the House, Dawn Sanders. Member of Parliament, Ricky Mackey. Former President of the Senate, former President, Senator, and the Honorable Jamal Morse. Former President Desmond Edwards, Ambassador to UNESCO. Former President Ronnie Brown, Economic Attaché in the Bahamas Embassy in Washington, D.C. Former Executive Member, Astra and Bristol Roll, now the Bahamas Consul General in Atlanta. And the list goes on. I could stay up here all night and talk. The FNM elected young Bahamians, Travis Robinson and James Albury. I can tell you one thing. The PLP don't get its MPs from the young Liberals. They use young Bahamians at election time. And if they happen to win, the old guard swoops in for all the contracts and all the appointments. That is the PLP mindset. Their way of governance is a threat to the Bahamas. They left the country in a terrible state in 2017. Downgrades, rising debt, high deficits, and an economy struggling to grow. Young FNMs, we must secure our future by working hard to keep them out. We must secure our future by working hard to keep them out. And to do that, we must be willing to serve and get involved with the nation-building process. Martin Luther King said, the moral arc of the universe is long, but it bends towards justice. And Barack Obama said, but it doesn't bend by itself. When I was in high school, I saw homeless people sleeping on the park. I didn't turn a blind eye. I started a Feed the Homeless program. We gave them food, water, clothes, supplies. And MDs and his organization was across the street doing the same thing. If young people are not willing to stand up and engage the system, if young people are not willing to take a step from behind the computers and the cell phones, if young people are not willing to come out to meetings, if young people are not willing to walk in the communities and speak with the people, then the problems we face in this Bahamas will persist. Torchbearers, as we move around the country encouraging other young Bahamians to join us, let us be conscious of and confident in our record of achievement in office. The Free National Movement, under the leadership of the Most Honorable Dr. Hubert A. Minnis, has kept its promises. Millions of dollars in direct funding to small businesses through the Small Development Center. That's economic empowerment. That's not talk, that's action. Crime down 8% last year and 17% this year at the halfway mark. That's a safer Bahamas. That's not talk, that's action. The universal preschool program where the government pays for children to attend private preschools. That's accessible and affordable education. That's not talk, that's action. Free tuition at BTVI and the University of the Bahamas for qualifying students. That's not talk, that's action. Unemployment at its lowest in 10 years. That's not talk, that's action. Our economy is consistently growing again because of FNM policies. Billions of dollars worth of foreign direct investment has been approved. That's not talk, that's action. Torchbearers, do not believe anyone who says to you that both political parties are the same. That is a lie. That is a lie. The FNM believes in and supports the advancement and empowerment of young people. The FNM believes that women are equal to men and all have a part to play in the political process. The FNM believes that the poor boy or girl from over the hill is just as important as the rich man or woman out west or out east. The FNM brings people together. We ain't like that other party that tried to divide and conquer. They tried to divide us on age. They tried to divide us on color. They tried to divide us on where you live. They They like to divide and subtract. We in the F&M, we add and multiply.
We don't break, no weapon, and we don't run away from no weapon.
Torchbearers, that tone for the spirit of inclusiveness is in this party. It is set by our leader. When I look at our Prime Minister, I see a man who embodies the politics of people. When the Prime Minister sits at the table with the torchbearers at our quarterly meetings with him, I see a man who has a heart for people. I see a man of action. I have known and worked with Dr. Minnis for about a decade. I was a tutor of him in one of his math camps in Killarney when I was in high school. He represents the hopes and ambitions of every father and mother for their child.
Preach.
A boy who started out shining shoes and selling newspapers became a doctor and is now Prime Minister of our great country. See, I see a man who puts his money where his mouth is. If he says he's going to do something, you can take that to the bank. That ain't a bounce. That is paid in full. That ain't no deposit. That ain't no down payment. That ain't no layaway. That is paid in full. Somebody say paid in full. Torchbearers, when I was a man, when I was a child, I grew up in F&M. But when I became a man, I did the reading and research and determined for myself that the only political party in this country that truly embodies the hopes, love, and dreams of the people with its actions is the F&M.
Say it again, man. Say it again.
A future secured is found in the politics of people. I'm talking about the politics that makes way for the poor black boy or black girl from Black Point, Exuma, and the poor white boy or white girl from Curran, North Eleuthera. I'm talking about the politics of people. Fred talks about the politics of power, but I'm talking about the politics of people. The politics of people that seeks to empower. The politics of people that seeks to uplift. I'm talking about the politics of people where you can get involved in a political party without losing your jobs and opportunities. I'm talking about the politics of people. I'm talking about the politics of people, the type of politics that only comes around when good people get up, get involved, and engage the system. The politics of people. The politics of hope. The politics of love. The politics of people. Torchbearers, the F&M is a party that has been called upon time and time again to rescue the Bahamas after disastrous PLP governments. We have done it before. We are doing it again. I encourage young Bahamians, stand with us. Stand with us on this journey to developing our beautiful islands to places of prosperity and equal opportunity for all. Stand with us. Stand with this Free National Movement government that stands with you. May God continue to bless you, your families, the Free National Movement, and the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Thank you all. Thank you all. Good night.